Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Nate Finds idiotic things written on the internet and just decides to talk about them a little bit. I did this a while back when Beau is Afraid came out, and some guy made some tweet about how directors shouldn't have creative freedom and all this absolute bullshit nonsense. So, being on the internet, people have the ability to say whatever they want, and sometimes they just shouldn't say anything at all because most of the things they say are stupid. Sometimes I think they know that it's going to get them some kind of attention and that it's going to blow up in a way that their account will get more recognition, but that's besides the point. Today I want to talk about a tweet. Not going to say the person's name, but I'm sure if you've been on Twitter and you're in the film community, you've seen it. But this person said, "Never given a film 5 stars. No film is perfect and therefore does not deserve a perfect score." And that was based on letterboxd asked, "What is the last film you rated 5 stars?" So this person's tweet has kind of blown up a little bit. A lot of people are giving this person a lot of shit, which, I mean, it's to be expected, right? When you make a comment like that. And I want to put it into perspective a little bit. But I think comments like this, to me, this person doesn't love movies. In my personal opinion, they might think that they love movies, but I don't think that they do love movies, because here's the thing. In one way, he is right. Perfection does not exist. There's no such thing as perfection, because in order for perfection to exist, that would mean that there need to be a general consensus among everyone that something is 100% flawless, that every single person on the planet would 100% think is perfect, whatever that may be. And so perfection in and of itself cannot exist. So when it comes to 5 stars, if his opinion is that, something has to be 100% perfection, it will never be achieved, because not every single person will come to the consensus that something is perfect. Even something like last year's Everything Everywhere All at Once, that a majority of the population thought was phenomenal, there are people out there who don't enjoy it, and that is because the idea of perfection is silly. But that doesn't take away from the fact that there are movies that profoundly impact you and that really move you as a person, that can be technically brilliant, that can have amazing performances, that can do things that really deep down in you move you as a person, that would cause you to give something 5 stars. And like, for me personally, I throw out 5-star ratings left and right all the time, because if I go in and watch a movie and it really compels me, really makes me feel excited, really makes, like, I get everything I want out of it. If I go into something and I get everything I want out of it, I don't feel like I've been screwed in any way, shape, or form, I'll give a 5-star review out easy. There are a ton of 5-star movies I've given out on my account that I know, from a technical aspect, from a performance aspect, from all of those different elements, are not a perfect film by any means, but they're phenomenal to me. And the star rating in general, which is why if you've watched my YouTube for a while or my TikTok reviews, I don't give reviews out. I don't say, oh, this is whatever out of whatever stars, because I think with the way I discuss things and the way that I talk about certain elements of film and breaking it down, you know what my opinion is on something. You know how I feel about it without me having to give you a numerical value or a letter score. And sure, on letterboxd, I throw star ratings out all the time, because it's a good way for me to keep track of, did I really like something? How did I feel about this in the moment that I watched it? And so that's cool. But like, when I'm talking about it verbally and I'm giving you something out there, I don't throw out review numbers at the end, because I think if you've watched my whole video, by the time it's done, you know how I feel about it, and you know somewhere in the direction of what kind of a score that I would give to the film. But I do think, as a film lover, it's silly to think that there has never been a movie that compels you to give it a 5-star rating. I've seen people online who have like taglines in their thing that say, "I'm a film lover," and every review is 2.5 to 3 stars. Even things that they say, "Oh my god, I love this more than life itself," and you gave it a 2.5 or a 3-star. To me, it's like, what in the fuck is going on in your mind? Like, what do you classify as good? Because to me, like, 2.5 stars is something I would never watch again. If you're giving something 2.5 stars and you're like, "This is phenomenal, I enjoyed and it's like you gave it 2.5 stars, like, what is your system? I don't really understand it. Like, I don't know. It's silly overall because star ratings are really arbitrary. And I mean, like, your star rating is going to be to you what it means to you, and it's going to mean something completely different to someone else. And so it's an arbitrary thing altogether. But I do find it funny when people like this get on their gatekeepy horse and they're like, you can never give a movie 5 stars because no movie is objectively perfect. And it's just like, it's silly. Have more fun in your life. You're probably miserable at parties. I imagine people don't really like talking to you. You're probably one of those, like, I don't know. I'm being too harsh on the person. It's just like, these type of comments are so dumb to me. I don't ever understand why people are like that. I think it's really ridiculous and silly. So I thought it would be fun. Why don't you leave me a comment down below and let me know some films you think are 5-star worthy, in your opinion. I have a lot of films that are 5-star worthy. You've seen me talk about them before. The Lighthouse, Eraserhead, Synecdoche, New York, Aftersun, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, You Were Never Really Here. I could go on and on about the amount of movies that I've thrown 5-star reviews out on too, because I love movies, and there are movies that have really moved me and made me feel great, that even if they're not perfect, I'm going to give them 5 stars. And I would love to know what those 5-star movies are for you, so let me know down in the comments. As always, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, helps me out a lot. I hit 1,300 subscribers recently, made my day. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for sticking around, always leaving really thoughtful, incredible comments that I love reading. This community, as whatever size it is right now, makes me so happy, and I love being a part of it and having conversations with you all. As always, thanks so much for watching, everyone, and have a great rest of your day.